So, what a day of Test match cricket we've just witnessed. It started with India being on the back foot, considering England were considered the favourite. Then India lost the toss. According to us on Sports Today, they didn't even play the best 11 because they left Ashwin out. But despite the way the day must have started, it's ended up on a very good note. We kept talking in that lunch session. 320 is that magical figure. They've gone well past it. They've gone past 330 and still have what, 3 wickets in hand.
And Jadeja is still
Jadeja still there.
Jadeja is also closing in on his third Test 100.
He deserves it.
But
why but?
But lekin
what?
Rishabh Pant was the man.
That way, but
a day of
you're going to
halves.
say but as in
some pessimistic take.
No. A day of two halves. First half, of course, England completely dominated. The Indian top order failed miserably. And then Rishabh Pant, 146 of 111 deliveries. And at one stage after he had got that 100, it seemed that he got bored. And England, of course, bowlers, players, fielders, captain, everybody seemed so frustrated that. And who picked up his wicket?
Joe Root of all.
No disrespect to Joe Root's ability with the ball, but still, I thought they could have introduced Joe Root much earlier. Jack Leach.
No, we never estimated Jack Leach or thought that he'll do anything. But to be fair to the English team, they thought that listen, he is the regular spinner. At least give him 6-7 overs to prove whether he can do something. But when it didn't happen after those 6-7 overs, they had to go through. But I mean, logically made no sense to bowl a left armer. Remember, we were talking in the lunch break. He said, left armer, what will he do? I was saying that he'll be dispatched outside the ground by the two left-handers. Especially Rishabh Pant.
Absolutely.
Easy peasy for him.
Exactly. And I don't know the logic why he was introduced. The moment Jadeja came on to bat, it was then that Ben Stokes introduced Jack Leach.
So not just one left-hander, you had two left-handers at the crease, and you're bringing on someone who will rely on the pitch to get extra turn. So,
but doesn't matter. It wasn't just Jack Leach who was plundered.
I mean, even
for
Anderson.
Everybody. In fact,
Anderson still 19 overs, economy of 2.
He did
look at Leach, 7.88, and Root, by the way, at 7. That would be not great even in T20 cricket.
No, Root was getting before he got Pant's wicket.
Yeah.
No, Roots
was nicely hitting him for 6.
Roots is still acceptable considering that he got you that wicket.
And a part-time bowler at that. So
No, I'm just saying in terms of being expensive.
Yeah.
No, so somebody here pointed out saying that it was good, the selection of Ravindra Jadeja over Ashwin was absolutely correct, but we are Hardik because Hardik is free now, he's not playing the practice match.
Yeah.
DK is captain, so Hardik is relaxing, so Hardik is here with us. Hardik is saying it's absolutely fine for Jadeja to play, but we're not arguing or disputing that. Everyone agrees that Jadeja would have been, who can tell you better than Rahul Rawat that who is the number 1 overseas spinner?
Before that, I would like to take Ayush Garg's comment.
That's a good one.
You want to read that out?
No, but just let me answer that now. Let me finish answering this one.
Achha, please go ahead.
So, we are not disputing that, Hardik. What we are just saying is that you could have played both spinners, but clearly if you're going to play one spinner, then it was Jadeja. Simply because if you're playing 5 bowlers, which India are, you need that batting cushion. That's why they go with Jadeja. And Rahul Rawat pointed it out in South Africa series only.
And some people
took offense to it.
Exactly. So, in terms of bowling ability, definitely Ashwin is a better bowler than Ravi Jadeja.
Correct.
It is just that
in Test cricket.
Exactly, in Test cricket. And as far as it's just that Jadeja's batting ability gives him an edge over Ashwin. That's it.
Now come. What do you?
Now you take Ayush Garg.
You take it. You have.
Shane, please do the honors.
That's nice. Neither of you want to do it, so I do it. Fine. Okay. Nathan Lyon has just consulted a dermatologist for his hair transplant before the next Border Gavaskar trophies. Given we were talking about Pant's propensity for dispatching ball spinners.
Yes.
So
is there a
Is there any
stat-
merit in this?
No, I don't think so. Because
A
how many
lot of
balls-
people on social media
How
have
many
been
ball
saying this.
spinners has he faced besides Nathan Lyon? Now Leach.
And
Now.
Deepak also pointed out Roston Chase.
How much has Roston Chase been playing? Like, again,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
been doing
Then
fairly
okay.
well also in Test cricket.
then okay.
This is just a coincidence. People will find any coincidence.
It's just a coincidence that
They
three
cannot-
countries have ball spinners. So.
And there cannot be any cricketing logic to it. Now. But Ayush Gar, we take your
But that's a good one.
humor. Absolutely. A lot of people, in fact, during a lunch show also pointed that out.
this
That
out.
there's-
Yeah.
And
Rishabh Pant just loves spinners.
Yeah.
exactly.
Period.
And
All
Ron,
variety.
Wesley says
Weasley.
Dravid's celebration. Talk about that. You know, I haven't seen this kind of a celebration from Rahul Dravid. The one that I can recollect or recall would be the one in Adelaide.
Yes.
Adelaide,
Correct.
yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Adelaide, that's it.
That is the most aggressive
So,
celebration.
There is an amazing tweet by Doda Ganesh
Uh-huh.
on tweet, and he put that picture. He said the last time, and because Adelaide was on the ground, and the one other image that comes to my mind, that's not celebration but animated, is when he threw his cap in that game against Mumbai Indians.
Oh, yeah.
In
When
the
he was
IPL,
coaching,
yeah, where the Mumbai Indians chased down in that particular
Exactly
over,
the
exactly
number
that
of
13
overs,
overs or whatever, something like that.
Aditya Tare hit James Faulkner.
Yeah,
was
so
the one.
that time he reacted. But what Doda Ganesh points out, he said the last time Rahul Dravid was in the dressing room and he reacted with so much animated, expressions was when I was batting in the middle. I think he was talking about that Karnataka Ranji Trophy triumph where the tailenders got them through and he must have been on the crease and Rahul Dravid was in the dressing room. So that was the last time he was so animated in the dressing room. So that was also a
And
great reference.
And maybe there was some vindication. The kind of celebration that we saw from Rahul Dravid, I thought there could be some vindication because see, he promoted Rishabh Pant up the order ahead of Shreyas Iyer.
Yes, but
not-
were you surprised? I wasn't surprised.
You were not.
No, because the
Left,
more
right.
experienced batsman had to come up. Isn't Rishabh Pant the more experienced
No,
batsman? in Test?
Yes.
he is more experienced, but in terms of Shreyas Iyer, is he a number six batsman? Forget about Rishabh Pant, whether Rishabh Pant is there in that lineup or not. I'm saying, is he a number 6 batsman?
Is Rishabh Pant the number 6 batsman?
The way he's batting in Test cricket, no, he's not.
Then simple. Between the two, you had to select the more experienced batsman
but-
to come
but-
up. Of course, that logic is
in
also
the
there.
Indian
Left-
subcontinent, whenever Shreyas Iyer batted, he batted at number 5.
Five.
Basically,
right?
the Rahane replacement.
Yes, Rahane's replacement. Because I didn't expect,
No.
maybe they thought that let's push a left-hander, but I think it was not because they wanted to have a left-hander there in the middle.
It was tactical, purely
I
tactical.
think it was because Rahul Dravid may have had more faith in Rishabh Pant's ability to bat at number 5.
You could have, I mean, it's clearly they promoted him and he
And-
deserved the promotion.
Yes.
Please, Anurag, before it disappears. Mr. JDP said, can you now pick Pant in all-time Test 11 since you last made in January? Pant made 100 in South Africa and man of the series versus Sri Lanka and today.
For India?
Yes.
Yeah, I will.
No, but excuse me, Mr. JDP, if you go and see the Test 11, the all-time India Test 11 that we made, if my memory serves me correct, I think we picked, no, I have voted, by the way, for Pant. You guys vetoed me and you put MS Dhoni there.
Arre, how is it possible? No.
Go back and check that video on Sports.
No.
I had voted for Pant, I remember. You guys had vetoed me,
Not possible.
you and Vikrant and
Not possible.
Okay, or maybe we all agreed on Pant then.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Or
So
maybe we all
then the
agree.
question is redundant because not now. We had put Pant in India's all-time Test 11 8-10 months ago whenever we made that India all-time 11. Because simply you can't argue with the numbers. Na? He's done what no other wicketkeeper batsman has done in the history of Indian Test cricket.
In the last 3 years in Test cricket, Rishabh Pant has by far been the most impactful batsman for India.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know,
wicket.
Rohit Sharma has had lot of good innings. KL Rahul has played lot of
Yes.
good innings. But in terms of impact and the situation in which Rishabh Pant has batted, I think he's done the best.
Vanshjan.
Vansh Jansen and Nikhil sir is correct. Nikhil was vetoed. I remember both you and Vikrant had gone with MS
Okay.
Dhoni.
Let's find
Okay.
that video.
I was the only one. It'll be
fine.
there. I was the only one saying no. Rishabh has
If
to.
that's the case,
Now change it to me.
I'll say Rishabh Pant. Absolutely, I agree.
See.
But
Because
that
I mean,
is, but that is documented, no?
yeah, we'll find out.
Now it is no. I'm saying now it is documented. We'll have to make another test 11.
Just as I was vetoed, Karunaratne,
Karna.
and
That was right.
and you made Rohit Test captain of all-time World 11. That was only for that year, which I was
Because you-
arguing against.
Who did you have in that team?
You had Kane Williamson, who had won the World Test Championship.
Huh?
Yes, and you made Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma.
We have Kane Williamson in that 11.
I'm
Can't
sure
bear
he
his batting was
I'm
good.
sure he did.
His form was good at that point.
Or
I'm sure
at
he
least
would
I
have
was
done
arguing for him to be in that 11. You removed it.
There is a plan A.
Arijit Singh fan is.
Then there is plan B, and then there is Rishabh Pant's plan R.
it. Yeah, this is Ashwin's quote on Pant.
Okay.
Something he has said in the past,
He's quoting R. Ashwin.
which is correct also. I mean, it's
I mean, who can have a plan of reverse sweeping Anderson for a 6?
Yeah.
And not once, he's done it twice.
yeah.
And Jofra Archer.
Jofra Archer also.
Hmm.
It's only he can do it. I was listening to Ravi Shastri in commentary, and he was saying that he's the one who advised Rishabh to do that.
Must have been. That must have been the case.
He said he was finding, and then I gave him this idea. Why don't you do something out of the ordinary, out of the box? And he was very happy. He says, yeah, that.
Shivam Johar is saying, can ICC allow Pant to play ODI and T20 in Test jersey?
In
Test
Test
jerseys.
jersey in
I
white.
should just tell him it's a test match.
No, more than jersey, the ball has to become red.
Red.
Remember, good old days, one day cricket was played in the red
60,
ball.
Even 60 overs.
Yes, make it red
But,
ball. But on that point, I have said it various times before. I will say it again. Rishabh Pant, even if you play with white ball, even if you play with colored clothing, just let him open. That's the solution. Just let him open. Most sixes by wicketkeeper batsmen in Test cricket. Adam Gilchrist on top. MS Dhoni second after 144 innings. Rishabh Pant 52 innings.
48 sixes.
48 sixes, almost nearing it. 52
He'll
innings.
surpass-
He'll break that record in
Yeah,
no time
yeah.
at this rate.
How many innings does he need? Well, basically.
Yeah, show
he
me
need-
the thing. Give me your phone, please.
He
Anurag.
needs
I'll just tell you.
5 centuries.
Oh, you're sending it.
In 5 centuries, if he scores 5 centuries, I
Okay.
think he will
So,
score 50.
no, full thing.
10
yes.
sixes. 10
So,
sixes he
more sixes in Test match cricket. Adam Gilchrist at 100
Right,
in 137.
right.
Rishabh Pant is 48 and 52.
2.
At this rate, if he goes at this rate, he'll go past Adam Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In about 110 innings. So he'll be about 20 odd innings, 25, 26 odd innings quicker than Adam
Gilly
Gilchrist
was,
if he
yeah.
goes at
This rate.
this rate, 20 odd innings quicker than Adam Gilchrist. MS Dhoni is at 78 sixes in 144 innings, and Rishabh Pant is like 52, 48. So he's about 30 sixes behind MS Dhoni, and he has played almost about 1/3.
He's
One
played,
third.
I think this is his 30th Test match.
52nd innings.
Fastest centuries. Oh, he missed Kapil Dev. So yeah, can't.
Yeah.
No problems. We'll break that also.
Eventually.
By the way, he loves playing against England. Out of 5, 4 have come against England.
No,
Is
I'll
it?
give it to him.
Ahmedabad,
Ahmedabad, Oval.
and now this Edgbaston.
So 3 out of
3 out of 5.
1 against Australia.
1 against 3 against England, and 1 against South Africa, Cape Town.
South Africa, yes.
Pant to Jimmy Anderson. Jimmy.
Aaj.
Ayush. Terrible. So now 338 for 7.
Anderson, he wasn't that dominating, by the way.
Who? No, and Anderson actually bowled well. To be fair.
Yeah. Let's be fair.
He bowled like Jimmy Anderson today. Stuart Broad. Did they use Broad enough against the
No, they
left-handers?
did, but I tell you what, with Broad, he was just trying to put it in short and trying to, be quick. Wasn't doing much. How do you get that wicket? By the way, England had gotten so frustrated with that partnership. Their only go-to was, obviously, to be fair to them, the ball had become old and wasn't doing much, so they had no option. But they were just hoping that they keep bowling short and get them caught. But look at both Jadeja, by the way, and Rishabh Pant. It's not that they shied away from the challenge. They kept pulling the ball, hooking the ball, and dispatching it to the boundary. Some would be singles, some would be doubles, some would find the gaps. Not scared at all. To keep bowling short to me at whatever pace play. Amazing, yaar. What display of batting.
And I thought, not taking anything away from Jadeja or Rishabh Pant, initially when they were new at the crease, I thought the English fast bowlers, England bowlers basically, they were bowling perhaps a wrong line, maybe a middle end leg. Majority of their balls actually landed either on the middle stump or on the leg stump. They could have maybe, they could have tried a few to bang in, not short, but at least on the off stump or just wide of the off stump. That's what I thought.
Yeah, could have. But again, it's
at the end of the day, Rishabh Pant has 146
by the way,
against his name.
just as a word of caution, if all our Indian cricket fans and who are not even fans, just neutrals who are watching us, if they are very excited, so they should be 300 plus. But just a reminder, what happened in the series versus New Zealand? I think New Zealand crossed 300 thrice, twice 300, once 500, something like that. At least minimum 3 times they crossed 300, including a 500, and yet they lost the series
3-0.
3-0. What that tells you is that, I mean, sure, India should be happy. We were looking at 320 and they've crossed that. But even then, this English team is playing some different
Indian
cricket.
bowling is better than
the New Zealand.
I agree. I'm agreeing.
Against, New Zealand scored 553 and then England scored 539. If India go on to score somewhere in the vicinity of that 153, I don't think they'll allow England to score anywhere near 539. Anyway.
You got Canadian, big
Canadian dollars.
big one at that. That's why the colors also red. Mustafa Ismail. Please, Mustafa, don't send so many dollars.
I wish I'd given my account.
UPA.
So let's read Mustafa's comment. He sends us his love from Canada watching us. He says, a world-class partnership on a gripping day of Test cricket. Best format of the game.
Agreed.
Full credit to Sports Today and Nikhil, Sports Today, who always told us that Pant is a special talent. Not only me, Mr. Rahul has gotten trolled many times for supporting Pant. So massive respect for Rahul and Shane sir as well. Can't wait for day 2.
Bye,
Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your kind
We've
words.
always, again, I know a lot of people on our platform have criticized us, saying that these guys are paid journalists and they are PR of this or PR of
We're all
that.
paid.
Yeah, that also joke we've cracked a few times, and that we are PR of this, PR of that. There is a reason why you believe in a player, and if we become fair weather experts, as in one day when someone does well you praise him, if someone does bad you criticize him, then I don't think there is any analysis on our part. I don't think we are being fair to the player or to the sport that we follow or to even you guys. I think that is the easier thing to do. So perspective is what we try and bring. I think that I'm speaking for my 2 colleagues as well. Try and give you perspective. And it's not that always we are right. Sometimes our judgment, we also see a potential in a play. He could in the long run prove us wrong. But
And as far as Test cricket is concerned, we've always maintained that Rishabh Pant is a special talent, which he has actually translated also in Test cricket. But in white ball cricket, we've always maintained that he has underachieved, with the kind of potential that he has,
Exactly.
what he is capable of doing, he has underachieved in white ball cricket. The day he
Unlocks that.
exactly, he would be a different beast altogether in all three formats.
Yeah.
I think it would be an easier job than for anybody, be it selectors or board or anybody who takes all those important decisions, to hand over the Indian captaincy to Rishabh Pant. Nobody will say anything.
Yeah, and by the way, we are the ones who've pointed this out as well, that because of his, like Rahul was saying, he's underachieved in white ball cricket. Now we've actually started this debate. I don't know about any other platform, but we started this way that today there is a close fight between DK and Pant for that 11 spot. I'm not talking about the squad. Most likely both will go to the World Cup, but I'm saying in that 11, to get the balance of the team, there could be a split thing that, you know, between some people may think DK, some people might think Pant, and that might change to overwhelmingly supporting DK going forward if he continues that run and Rishabh fails to fire. So again, you'll have to see based on form
And formats.
Exactly. And when you say that he has underachieved, that also has a positive connotation. Otherwise,
that you
usually
know you are expecting that much from him.
Otherwise, you usually say this player is not been performing.
You
this
say he's
player,
underwhelming rather than underachieving.
So when we say underachieving, he is underachieved. It means that that player has great potential. People expect him to do well, and that is the reason why we use that word underachieve for Rishabh Pant only in white ball cricket so far, by the way.
Yeah. Ankit is my cousin from Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
He sent a thing. He's saying, after Kohli, I only watch Indian batting for Pant and Jadeja.
Thereafter,
बाकी सब तो ऐसे ही हैं. What revelation these two have been in the last 2 years. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Totally.
I agree.
But see again, this is a fan speaking, and that's why I tell you that you may like Pant, dislike Pant, whatever, but you cannot take away the impact he has. He's box office, yeah. Like Virat is. Why is it that Virat has not been in form for so long, yet you have people coming and discussing him or watching him when he comes out to bat?
Because he's box office.
Exactly.
Simple.
Same with and that's the kind of impact Rishabh Pant has. Yeah?
yes.
And then he doesn't get going in white ball cricket, and then because of his potential you back him and then get all your love.
And I agree with him. In last couple of years, last 2-3 years, even when Ravindra Jadeja came back into the scene in 2019, no? Right, 2019 World Cup, after the 2019 World Cup, he has improved immensely as a batsman.
Yeah.
He has improved, he has put in those hard yards, he has put a price on his wicket.
Yes.
So that ways, Rohit Sharma, to me, in fact, ever since he began to open the innings, I think that was against South Africa
Where,
at home. Yeah.
in ODIs?
Yeah, in Test cricket.
In Test cricket, yeah.
So
South Africa at home, yes.
Yeah.
He had a very good series.
he had a very good series, and thereafter, if you leave out those injuries and because of which he had to miss out on various
Got a double hundred in that series.
yes, he got a lot of runs there, and he looks pretty solid. But Rishabh Pant and Jadeja have been very consistent, and they've done really well, especially the impact and the position and situations where they've batted.
The way actually Jadeja has been batting, it's not like he's a bowling all-rounder. He's proper batsman stuff,
Yes.
the way he's batting. Proper batsman. He's
And
really come into his own. And even in white ball cricket.
True.
I mean, again, public memory is so short. Jadeja was being sent at number 4 till very recently.
Yes.
Before the IPL
Yes.
came out to bat at number 4 and was doing very well.
And I think usually, what happens is when you expect a player to do well, at times, he crumbles under pressure. With Jadeja, what has happened is, as he began or he started to grow as a batsman, people began to expect from Jadeja that again he'll do well, and Jadeja, what Jadeja has done, he has improved as a batsman. He's lived up to those expectations. That's
Absolutely.
what
Shantanu from Boston says,
Shutanu
Acha, Shutanu, sorry.
from Boston.
Shutanu Mondal says Pant and Sehwag are same, both flourish in tests but not as successful in white ball. The only difference, Tanu, in that is that Sehwag got the opportunity to open in one-day cricket, which, and also T20 cricket, which Rishabh
Pant
has not got. So
may get in future, maybe.
if he gets,
In years to come.
yeah, he'll be
In
a
some years to
destructive
come.
force. I'm saying actually KL in the middle order, send Pant to open.
You know, actually, I
Just
want
change.
KL Rahul to bat in the middle, which I
That's
thought
what I'm
was
saying.
the idea.
Yes.
At one point in time, you would remember even Virat Kohli himself had admitted
that.
when it said that we have an idea that
He played some good knocks, I can remember,
Yes.
in ODI cricket.
Yes,
In the
ODIs,
middle
ODIs.
order. Came at number 5 or so.
because he also is often criticized, KL Rahul, you know, that he's not able to finish the game, is not able to end the innings well.
Yeah.
That happened in the IPL also. So why not send him in the middle?
And send Pant, just problem solve, just swap, see the difference. And people are saying that decide whether you want Pant as a finisher or an opener, but I don't think you're looking at Pant as a finisher. You already got a DK and Hardik as finisher. In fact, if you want an opening explosive start, send him there. That should just sort your issue and get KL middle order. I think that will be a good idea. Yeah, we can take it now.
Yeah,
Anurag. Cricket expert has joined us. How lucky are we?
Try your luck.
Oh, so I think it's, has it come after we were discussing or it came before we were
It
discussing?
came
this
just
opening?
now. Just now.
So, because it's an extension of what we were discussing,
Okay.
cricket expert is saying that KL Rahul has failed in T20 eyes. Why should he open? But there are so many openers doing well. Don't they deserve a place?
That's
Well,
not
actually,
very true because
yeah.
at one point, if you looked at his white ball numbers, he was the best at the shortest format of the game. So you can't say he's failed in T20s. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Yes,
I agree. I also don't think he's failed.
Yeah,
Not failed at all.
And by the way,
I
how
think-
many openers do we have anyway other than Rohit Sharma?
There's
Because
Rohit, if
Ishan
you're
Kishan
counting
also.
Ishan Kishan out of the blue, wrong.
Yeah, but Ishan Kishan also, now people are saying after the South Africa series, before that
Before
people
the
didn't want him.
he was-
After the T20 World Cup, you didn't want him. A lot of people
After the IPL, he was seen as the fourth choice opener.
Yeah.
Remember, Ruturaj was seen as ahead
What
of
was
him.
the talk in the IPL that Mumbai Indians wasted that kind
15
of money?
crores,
Yeah,
exactly.
So how
Yes.
suddenly he's not that option? Who else? Ruturaj Gaikwad also hasn't been firing,
yes,
is now
exactly.
injured. So not too many options.
we'll have to disagree with you, cricket expert, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless he's counting Sanju as well, which is again,
Sanju is an option, but again, as I said, then he has
he's
to do
behind
it.
the pecking
Yeah.
order right now.
Yeah.
So we've taken that one.
Yeah, but thanks for your love, Mustafa, and joining us every evening. It's because of you guys that we have fun doing what we do.
Absolutely. Oh, but what?
Don't tell.
No, not again.
No, actually, you see where it's loading from. He's
No,
right.
that's because of the amount. It will be like that
It
for
will
the next
stay
10
there.
minutes.
It
or
will
so.
stay there now.
Yes, not sent it again. We are pretty experienced in this. Is it an early start tomorrow? No.
No,
You
no.
will start at the same time. No
As it
early
is,
start.
The forecast for tomorrow is not
It's
too strong.
worse than today's. Yeah.
What's it? 90% chance of rain tomorrow
Yeah.
at different times. So we'll have a stop-start kind of a day tomorrow, which may not be bad for the Indian team if they are all out, assuming at about 350, 360 or whatever. From there on, it wouldn't be. What did Sachin Tendulkar say?
I'll read it. Hold on.
Crucial innings by
Simply awesome, crucial
no,
innings
no.
by Jadeja.
No, I thought maybe something insightful.
पल्ले से आवाज आती है.
Pin tweet.
Pin
Prabh
tweet?
Simran. Can you check Prabh Simran's Twitter handle?
Okay, Rishabh Sharma has a very interesting. No, we've
Go
checked
back.
it. Yeah,
Okay,
it is
don't
there.
bother.
No, I'm just checking.
Yes, it is there.
Still?
Yes.
It's the pin tweet.
Yes, Rishabh Sharma had a very interesting question. I wanted to take that.
One.
Arey yaar, it is
Arey,
there,
ab to
yaar.
let's-
I'm telling you, it is
Ab rehne do,
there.
rehne do, rehne
One
do.
thing. Arey, ab,
Not him, not him.
now that you've started, just go. Prabh
Prabh Simran is one word.
One word.
There
Ah.
we go.
Arey, I'm telling you, yaar.
Yep, there we go.
I'm telling
And
you
he-
na, again and again. You are. Come on, let's go answer that question. We have close to 1,000 people with us. Come on. Sir, everyone should not forget about the 100 plus balls faced by Pujara and Bihari. That was really, really crucial. What do you make? I mean, usually I've always given credit for
The
batsmen
grafters,
who graft, who stay on there and, ensure that the ball becomes old. But I don't think that was too impactful today. I would have expected a bit more for them.
Not just today, but it's been happening of late far too consistently now and frequently.
Yeah.
Because earlier what used to happen was Pujara would bide his time. He'll negotiate.
Then he would actually start.
But then he will go on to convert those knocks, those knocks.
The patient knocks.
Exactly.
Let's say.
Into
But into
hundreds,
big knocks. Yes.
big knocks. But now what is happening is, he'll be
He's fulfilling
too
one half.
defensive, and throughout his innings he'll be very defensive, and then just one ball that eventually will become ball of the century, and then he's gone.
Essentially, he's fulfilling one
You
half
would
of that
remember,
bargain.
Nikhil, you
Only
would
the
remember
next one.
the same series when perhaps he was trying to save his career in England. He got an 80 odd runs.
Yeah.
How did he get those runs?
Yeah, he played.
He was very
yes,
positive.
Exactly.
He
I
was
remember.
very positive.
Yes.
That was very unlike Pujara innings.
Yeah. Let's just go down a bit, not fully, just little bit.
Just scroll down.
Some-
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
Missed out on
saw
questions.
Mr. Aluwalia.
There we go.
Karun,
Yeah. Go down slightly.
just go down a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Okay, he says Karun Ahluwalia is saying Bihari and Pujara are very similar players and slow down the net run rate. Although it is a test format, but run should flow at least from one end, so they should play it positive. Go down a bit.
Where they do not overlap, basically.
I can't read. Yeah, which is true, Karan. I think we just discussed that, isn't it?
And I spoke to
Go
a
up
few
also.
people when Shreyas Iyer was introduced into the Test cricket. I spoke to a few people
Yeah.
when he was drafted in place of Rahane. They said just that in place of Vihari they had Rahane and Pujara. They said they needed
Go down.
somebody like Shreyas Iyer in there who could play with some positive intent. When I say positive intent, don't take it as if Rahane and Pujara they
No,
don't
Rahane
play
used to play with positive intent certain days. Just that form deserted him.
But later on, I think, and when you don't have your form on your side, maybe you get too defensive. So that was one of the reasons that was given. That was at least told to me that they wanted somebody like Shreyas Iyer who could knock the ball around and just rotate strikes and score at a
Brisk pace. Or brisk
So now
pace.
you've got Shreyas Iyer, and now Ronak Das is asking you, do you feel Shreyas has the technique
Yes, he has.
for tests?
Yes, he has. Just that he needs to cut down on those, or
That
maybe
or actually work on the short ball problem, in essence.
Go down. Okay, what is Swan attributed Pant's ridiculous knock to baseball. ये होता है प्रिय. I agree with you,
Because
Ayush.
he's been playing this style
Yeah,
since he's come
yeah.
into the test. What?
sorry.
Yeah,
No,
the problem could be that they don't get to see too much of Indian cricket. Maybe that's why Swanee attributed Pant's knock to baseball, but it's got nothing to do with baseball.
This has been Pant ball for quite a while. If
This
we really want to go there.
this is wall ball or whatever.
No, someone called it jam ball, which is arguably worse.
Jam ball. Jam ball, yeah.
Exactly.
2K.
But it'll be interesting to see baseball now. Once India, again, reminder that New Zealand got 300 plus.
I want to see baseball against Bumrah and Shami. That's going to be the real test of baseball.
No, but they can. I mean, Shami can go for a few runs, but Shami can pick a few wickets
Exactly.
also. That'd be interesting.
And that too with 9 players.
What do you mean? Openers you are discounting them. As if your openers have got too many runs. Have they?
No, ours was a makeshift opening combination.
Yeah,
Because
their openers.
One unfortunately had sports hernia, the other one got COVID. And do we have any other opener?
Mayank, but he came in with 2 practice sessions.
The third opener
Came very late.
Came very late, got his flight tickets delayed. Maybe.
Yes.
Out of
No,
the blue.
flight was not delayed. He just was told very late.
He was told very late.
Not his fault actually.
But actually, he got in. His visa must be ready, by the way, because he
Took off just like that.
Because right now, what I'm getting to hear from VFS, the waiting for UK visa is 2 months. Anurag, have you got your visa? Then see, ask him.
When do you have to go?
21st.
21st of this month. Will you get your visa by then? Or do you want me to speak to the...
See,
Huh?
as of now,
no?
doesn't need your help.
Well, yeah, inside 2-3 days.
See, what did I tell you? That it's still there.
Yes.
That's
It's hung on.
yeah. Okay, go down. Someone did the calculation in rupees also.
Yeah, I saw that.
6,180.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, just go up a bit. Some old folks. I want both Pant and DK to be in the playing 11, but that would mean we need someone to bowl in the top 5 like Huda, Maya. Both DK and Pant in the playing 11, very tough.
Yeah, because you need someone, as he says, you need someone from the top
Then
to be
you will have to
contributing.
drop somebody.
Is he who is picked to drop, by the way? Please see.
Please suggest. if you
KL,
want
he
to-
suggested drop KL, Rohit Virat open.
He's dropped KL, Varun Parvatane.
Oh.
Again, I think that's unfair. And also, as much as we are praising Rishabh Pant today, please do not confuse formats.
Exactly.
The issues with Rishabh Pant and white ball still remain. Huh? But
because-
Test cricket certified superstar. He's already a certified superstar.
Himanshu Mahajan is saying, can we promote Jadeja at number 5? Today, Rishabh Pant batted at number 5 and got you 146 runs.
Yeah. And Sridhar Savakar is saying, with the kind of contribution coming from the lower order and the bowling attack, we've had top 4 been firing, India would have dominated overseas. They're already dominating.
True. I think they would have been steamrolling
Yes,
people.
that's-
But we could have
a
won in
fact.
South Africa also.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fact. Yes. In fact, Rahul Dravid yesterday at the press conference, day before press conference, he said that we could have actually, it was disappointing to lose in South Africa because we lost a few players to injuries.
Virat Kohli missed the second test.
Second
man.
test.
Few players.
He also did say it was a combination of bad luck, so who knows?
Yeah.
There was no Rohit Sharma.
There was no Rohit Sharma. South Africa.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Please
I'm
clarify.
saying, we're talking about the South Africa series.
I know we are talking about
acha,
South Africa.
I thought maybe you got it.
And who else was injured? Any bowler?
Rohit Sharma and Virat
I
Kohli.
bowler I'm asking. I go back.
I think bowlers
Uh-huh.
all were fit. All were fit. No one got ruled
Are you
out.
sure?
I remember because I was checking. Remember we were doing that one discussion about who played Ashwin or Jadeja. So it was Ashwin and the other 4 bowlers.
And by the
all
way,
3 tests were the same.
You, both those test matches, you had asked South Africa to chase record targets. They did it. So
And they
credit to
chased
them
it.
also.
Yeah.
They chased it. So it's not that you completely underperformed and you weren't scoring great and it was a
Exactly.
walkover. You could have won in South Africa. I think there was a golden opportunity. Anyway. He'll do it. Please take it up. Ha, theek hai. So, what is the next question? Ayush Garg, yeah, that press conference we discuss so often. Kirtan Srinivasan is saying, sir, are you following India's T20 warm-up match versus Derbyshire going on now? Disappointed to see Tripathi not given a chance in at least warm-up
But
matches.
it's a warm-up match. Why would you?
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't
The
matter if
only
he's
thing I know
playing.
that Hardik is not playing there. So Hardik
so
is not
DK is
playing.
captaining,
DK is
yes.
captain. But we'll keep a track on that. We are busy keeping a track on the test match and then coming live here. So but that's okay.
Then
Ayush Garg is saying Chetan Sharma Ji
That's what I'm saying.
held that press conference. This is the question that he took.
But Nandu, take it. Take it. You.
Held that press conference after team announcement just to state that Virat Kohli led.
Lied.
Okay. Oh, I now I.
That's why I skipped it. But go ahead, no problem.
My eyesight. Maybe it is too
That's
late
why you walk close
in
to
the night.
Okay, this is a very good question. Anuprash is saying, what's the difference of Rishabh Pant's performance in Test and ODI or T20Is?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So what basically changes? Why is his performance? I have a few thoughts over that. One is that I think that I've mentioned it earlier, which is why I've often said get him to open, because what happens in Test cricket, the field is in. So, for example, you saw that one, it was through extra cover between point and cover. He got that 4. That drive he tried to hit went there. That usually in a white ball game you'd have a fielder there, isn't it? You'll have a deep extra cover or someone standing there fields it, and so that's a single. And then if he gets a few singles, he lives so much with his own image and he wants to live up to that image of being the attacking cricketer. Then he'll play a stroke where he'll get caught in the deep. In Test cricket, the pressure is not built on him because he keeps getting regular boundaries because the field is up. So if you got a spinner also, he'll whack. He knows that the field is up. He will clear the infield. Yeah. And by the time you end up spreading the field, he's already 50-60.
Exactly.
He's 50-60.
Exactly.
Then he's not going to miss time.
Yes.
Then he will not miss time. Then he'll mostly clear. It's initially when he's vulnerable, he may miss time one. But at that time you have the field inside, so he'll clear. So that is one thing. And even those just well-timed strokes because the field doesn't get him 4, so less pressure there. I think these are the things that make him so successful in Test cricket. Also, because he wants to live up to that image of being an attacking player, and in white ball cricket we keep talking about strike rate, so he wants to be that guy. I think he pushes himself. Whereas in Test cricket there is no issue as such. See, today it's a runner ball, or better than runner ball that he's got.
Far better than runner ball.
But
He's striking
I'm
at
saying that
120
there's no issue as such, no worries in the sense he never feels pressure. There he has to live up to that image of being this attacking. I don't know. That's one reason. That's why I'm saying just send him as an opener. Even in T20 cricket, 6 overs, if he just goes all out, he can turn it around. 6 over, 70-80 runs, you're set.
He's set.
From there on, your finishers or middle order can do the job. Yeah.
I think to an extent.
Anything else you want?
No, to an extent he had himself given that answer. He said, "Is it because of the field restrictions or field placements?"
Oh,
he did. Where?
Yeah, he did mention that.
Yeah. So.
I thought.
So you basically elaborated on what maybe he mentioned very briefly.
Yes.
I
thought you meant Rishabh has spoken in some interview about it previously.
No. The question. Okay, Austin Khona is back. He says Nikhil, Rahul and Shane. So Rishabh Pant is India's best test batsman post lockdown, averaging above 47 more than anyone. Do you think he can become the greatest test wicket keeper batsman of all time?
All time is
All
tough.
time
is Adam Gilchrist. But if he plays 10 more years, who knows?
If he plays like this, then sure.
Yeah, like this 10 more. No, I'm saying he'll only play 10 more years if he continues the form.
Yeah.
Otherwise, someone else will push him out. So if he plays 10 more years, which means he'll be in form.
Andy Flower.
Andy Flower versus India, yes.
No, not just against India.
No, there also, but no, can't compare with Adam Gilchrist. Yeah. Sangha, yes, I agree. Actually,
Sangha, I know. Sangha, Gilchrist.
Sangha, but why I rate Gilchrist higher? Because of impact.
Yeah, in Test cricket, you have different.
Single-handedly would win you games batting at 6.
Andy Flower.
No, you are free to pick Andy Flower. Wow, I liked him a lot. Sweeps and reverse sweeps.
Yeah, ahead of his time in that regard.
Yeah. Real Express has a very good question. Please answer that. Please, Shane, take that.
Shane.
Okay. Sir, if we know that Shreyas Iyer has a short ball problem, then why are they carrying him? Whereas Tripathi is in dangerous form. I mean, okay, first of all, Tripathi is in dangerous form where exactly? IPL? we've already established that it's not international
No,
cricket.
again, I'm saying Shreyas Iyer has a short pitch ball problem. We have seen it in white ball cricket.
Yeah.
Now Shreyas Iyer is getting runs in red ball cricket, right? He's got runs, he's averaging 55. Now he has to play. If he continues to fail against
it's a
short
different
pitch
matter.
bowling going forward, then you sort him out.
I don't think he's talking about red ball cricket though, because otherwise Rahul Tripathi would
And
not
as
be
far
coming
as
into
see,
the mix.
as far as sample size is concerned overseas, you have a very small sample size. It's 1 out of 1 so far.
Yes. So that's very small.
So you'll have to wait for.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8 test matches. And in white
5,
ball also,
6,
by the
7,
way,
8.
in white ball also he may have that problem. But his white ball record, T20 record, please pick it up.
It's very good.
It is.
Very good.
It's very good.
So tomorrow Shreyas Iyer or whoever say that I'm getting runs.
See,
Whether I have a problem or not, somebody has a problem with the ball coming in.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Shubman had that problem, but he's your
yes,
opener,
even the
na?
best of Indian batsmen, even today, they have problem playing against spin.
yes,
The best of, I'm talking about
Yes.
the best of batsmen.
yeah,
They have, but Shreyas Iyer, he's got you runs at home, agreed.
Yeah.
You can say these are docile, spin friendly wickets, they don't have too much of bounce, but a lot of players failed. A lot of your famed Indian batsmen failed, but Shreyas Iyer got you runs. But to be an all-round batsman, an all-time great like Virat Kohli, he could play spin, he could play on bouncy pitches. So you have to develop that craft also.
Yeah, but even like I think the point we were making is that we're talking about, we know that deficiency exists, but again his international numbers are nowhere near as bad as what people seem to make him out to
that's
be.
what I
Again,
was saying.
if you look at his ODIs,
Shreyas.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's what I'm saying,
good.
pretty good. So
mean,
I'm saying if that problem
average
is
of-
there even in white ball cricket, he is getting runs.
Yeah, average of 41 in ODIs with a strike rate of
But
96.
can runs be misleading? I'm just asking you. That day when we had a huge debate over whether Karuna Ratne should make it to the annual
I had picked him, you dropped him.
or KL Rahul, what was the reasoning?
I don't know what reasoning you gave, but you dropped him.
No, I said
Oh,
that
the reasoning was against which team he got
which
run.
teams? Bangladesh.
Yeah, you were only pointing that out. I
And
remember.
I think and the other runs that he scored was at home
Something you
against
came up, I remember.
some another.
You were saying opposition was not great. I
Yeah,
remember.
exactly. So I'm just saying, I'm not taking anything away from Shreyas Iyer. Runs are runs. It's not his fault that New Zealand came to India to play and we didn't go there to play.
Our friend Chandresh Narayanan has sent me a message saying you're not taking my question. We must have missed his question.
No, I
So,
saw it actually.
apology. He's
Not
saying, by the way, you're talking about people who missed the South Africa tour. Jadeja was also one of them.
Yes, and I don't know which series or which tour you saw. Because you said Jadeja
No,
played.
I think I mistaken because I was checking later. It was Ashwin.
Ah. There was one point saying, somebody pointed out saying, sir, ये show हिंदी में करो, बहुत ज़्यादा view आएंगे. यार हम we are happy
We're an
with the
English
views
show.
what we got, but the main thing is that this is an English platform.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a Hindi
and
platform.
we are
That's
not-
like saying, sir, आपका show cricket में मत करो, politics में करो, बहुत view है. But it cannot. It's a sport.
cricket show.
It's a cricket show. It's a sports platform. So
And we can also say that we are not here for views. See,
Exactly.
just like everybody, we also would like more and more people to engage with us, to watch us, to hear us, so that even we can interact with you. So,
but we are already happy with whoever comes.
yeah, whoever comes, and we would like to grow as a family, but still,
Yes.
we
But
would
it's an English platform, so we can't
Yeah.
change it.
We can't be putting that in Hindi.
exactly.
Yeah. Anup Prash is saying, thanks, sir, that's my point. He has got talent, special cricketer, but that's the limitation he has got in short format. The England team is also using the same punt template in test.
Exactly. Call it the
That's
punt
true.
template rather than Baz ball.
Good one. Yeah, let's call it the punt
It's
template.
called
Punt template.
punt
We'll
ball.
change the narrative.
Yes, England, they're not doing
It's
something.
not Baz ball. It's
Exactly.
punt ball.
Yes.
Let's take one final question. Sumanshu, what is his question?
Just scroll down slightly. Oh, there we go.
Ah. In India's T20 I-11, apart from Bumrah and Bhuvi, either Harshal or Shami can play. And team prefers Harshal. And so no Shami wanted to tell you this. I agree that there is no Shami, but
It still makes no sense.
yeah, that doesn't mean it's the right call.
Hmm.
Again, nothing against Harshal. I hope he comes good. Just that you are seeing slowly and steadily teams figuring out that
Yeah, plus
slow ball that
you'd
he
also realize that he was more effective IPL this year also second half. Once the pitches started getting a little slower, little grippy for a bowler who's relying on a shot or on a slow ball. Sorry. Again, international cricket is a different kettle of fish. We keep saying it.
Can we have justice for Shami?
we can start it. Hashtag. In a title we'll put.
Hashtag justice for Shami.
Ayush Garg, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
He's my friend now. We have
No,
buddies.
I also love him.
Everybody
I
loves
also
him.
love him.
See, you can either love him, you can hate him, but you just can't ignore him.
True.
He is the man. Pound.
No, the
from your-
euros actually.
I don't know. I haven't seen a pound or a euro.
So Rishabh has already said that his idol is Gilchrist, who was an opener in
Yes.
ODI.
That's interesting,
So that means he might want to open to good point, Rohit
Good point.
Ghosh. And before, by the way, since we are on the subject of Rishabh Pant opening and why I think he'll make a great opener in white ball cricket, don't forget in under 19 he did open.
Yes.
And did
Yeah,
very
alongside
well.
us are Ishan Kishan, correct?
Yes, and did very well. So bring
I
him
remember-
back.
I remember after that under 19 World Cup, both Ishan Kishan and
They had
Rishabh
come here
Pant,
to office.
they were here.
As all under 19
Yes.
teams come.
Yes, they were here in our office.
Do you
And-
remember Virat Kohli?
Sorry,
Do you remember Virat Kohli?
under 19.
When Acha,
He didn't come to our office.
oh no, so
But
where
at
I was
that
working,
time-
he came.
At that
He came.
time,
Can I tell you a story about Virat Kohli?
Yeah.
You remember in my previous organization, we used to do a show called
Walk the talk.
a cricket show.
Cricket controversies.
You
Yeah.
remember? Do you know that Virat Kohli came as an audience in that show? Audience
That I
member.
don't know.
He told us that.
Oh.
He came because sometimes we used to bring audience member. There used to be like kids from academies, na? Like young kids from academy. Mr. Sidhu used to sit and questions.
Yes.
You remember audience? He had come. Nobody knew at that
Even
time.
I've been to that show as
Oh,
well.
you have been?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
think this must have been way back in 2002, 3, 1.
Yeah, that time only it started.
Yeah.
2, 3. So in that show, he had come in one of the shows. He only said that I had come because it's not that he was a star that anyone will remember
Recognize or
Yeah,
remember
he
at
said
that
he
point.
had come as an audience member.
So I remember when
Pant and Ishan were here.
both these guys were here in our office. I think we had moved to this building from Videocon Tower. So we met him and I asked Rishabh, because you remember how he got out against West Indies.
Nahin.
So what happened? He had played his shot. I think he missed it. So there was a fast bowler. He had missed it, and suddenly what happens is he just stepped out of his crease. He was just strolling around, and the wicket keeper
Stumped him.
stumped
Oh,
him.
good.
Stumped him. So बोलता भैया प्लीज थक गया हूँ अब मत करो मत याद दिलाओ ये I remember. And he was a little tired also and also very disappointed with because after all they had lost in the finals.
I remember Virat Kohli coming to office after under 19.
Virat Kohli, I remember when he came here after winning the World Cup. I think
Under 19, no?
under
That's what
19.
I'm talking
When he won the under 19 World Cup, India, in fact, MS Dhoni had won the CB series.
May have been.
Commonwealth Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah,
Same.
right.
That Sachin won.
Both the teams, I
Two
think,
finals that
came
India
to
won.
Delhi, and both the teams were felicitated here at Kotla.
May have been. I remember him coming to
I went
office and that time you were doing with the under 19
Yeah.
team. We had even sent a team
Imagine.
to cover. In the flight also they had shot. Kuala Lumpur I think they played.
Yes, it was Kuala Lumpur.
So we had two
Malaysia.
reporters who were even filming with them. In the aircraft coming back.
Such
after winning.
liberty
Under 19
at that time.
World Cup winning team.
Imagine. And now?
Now
Can we
now
get-
you are here. You can interact directly with
Virat.
our viewers.
Even players also.
Yeah, they come sometime ask questions.
Come, they actually,
Yeah.
they also listen to us. Listen to us in the sense they are also at times watching us.
Checking in with us. Yeah.
Yeah. You never know. You might just get a DM or a message. Not a DM, of course, a message
No,
from somebody.
nobody. Officially, everyone says.
Come on, Shane, what match were you watching? Where Ravindra Jadeja, who was injured, and
I'm pretty sure I just made a mistake on that. Yeah.
You
It happens. We were scrolling quickly.
because this has happened in
Once.
the past, and who did that? The man
we are talking about today.
we are talking about today.
Ooh.
Yeah. Somebody said, क्या चार
5 times dropped or
हाँ
something.
5 टाइम रहा कौन से टीवी पे देखा जा रहा था ये मैच anyways
Go ekdam to the bottom.
where's the sound coming from?
Your phone. See, Preet Singh is already said.
Hello?
He's telling us already.
Yes.
He's so joyous.
Chalo, theek hai.
Hello?
He's got a phone also. You attend the phone. As Ikpreet is telling us,
Somebody is-
it's been a long day.
Somebody is saying, why are you talking in English?
What a
Because
calm.
I'm on an English
What a
platform.
calm.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.